What's up, everybody? MTG Gaming here, along with Jose the Ocho. We got a lot of topics to talk about, and I can't wait to get into it. Now, before we start off the show, you know who he is. It's Darren Draws, who was AKA Puke, and who was, yes, he was AKA Puke, and he passed away recently, and it was a tragic story of how his career ended, you know, with the power bomb by D'Lo Brown, and it's just sad how his career ended, and yeah, it sucks at the end of the day. So he has passed away, but to start off the show, we're gonna do a 10-bell salute. So please join us, who's ever watching with us right now, or whoever's gonna watch this. Let's start.
Or hearing us, yeah. Go.
Rest in peace to Darren Draws, and he was a lot of people that say wrestling is fake. Don't tell Darren Draws that if he was still here.
Or the family, or Mick Foley. Don't tell Mick Foley that he's still around. You know, that's an insult to him. That his family burned himself with barbed wire. He lost a tooth, okay?
Yeah, he also lost his ear. Remember that?
Yeah. So don't be telling him that it's fake. Otherwise, he'll bar wire you.
You
know what?
Definitely.
Information that I found out, Miguel? Yeah, go ahead.
You definitely don't want to tell the guy that did the slap heard from around the world. You definitely don't want to tell him that.
Oh, yeah. And, you know the information I found out about Darren Draws? He did play for the NFL, for the Broncos, the Jets, and the Eagles. Have you heard it? Because I heard that the NFL did a moment of silence to it, with him. So the NFL acknowledged him about that, I mean, it's kind of hard to say how big he was in the NFL industry, but at least they were cool enough to acknowledge that from him,
I did not know he was in the NFL. I knew he played for the university. Yeah. I knew he played for the University of Maryland.
And they did acknowledge it too.
Yeah, well, sucked. Well, shout out to them. I'll be mad if I'll kind of be pissed if WWE doesn't acknowledge that, because there's deaths that WWE has ignored over the years. I don't know if you noticed that. You know they ignored Viscera. Oh, yeah. They ignored Viscera's death.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But you know that his wife went through a lawsuit with WWE due to some situations. I don't know what the whole situation was, but I heard that Viscera's wife was suing WWE.
I did hear about that. Yeah, I did. And you know who else? They ignored Matt Bourne, a.k.a. Doink the Clown. They ignored his death.
Yeah.
They ignored his death, which that's stupid.
They even ignored Tess's death in 2009, and everybody found out at the end that he passed away. Yep. The only wrestler I know that passed away there at that year was only Captain Lou Albano.
Mm-hmm, yep.
But, I mean, remember, TNA did acknowledge that because he was presently, wrestling for TNA Impact, or however you want to call it at that day.
Yeah, and
I want to call it.
Yeah, and he was also, I think Lance Cade also died that year as well, back in 2009.
Yeah. Yeah. And, at least Michael Cole was very cool enough to, acknowledge the enhancement talents like Iron Mike Sharp, the Gambler, or the Moondogs, and people say, who the hell are they? They call them jobbers, but according to the Genius, he kind of got offensive with that word to be called jobbers. They call it enhancement talents. So, just to make it more professional, jobbers is probably beyond a demotion,
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, man, and
so it's an insult to call them that, jobbers or something,
Yeah.
And I think, speaking of jobbers, I think putting the talents into jobbers, I think it's like a punishment, and and the bookers and the chairmen are there just sticking it to your face and insulting you, like, oh, here's your demotion or some shit, It kind of sucks that they embarrass you on national television, giving you an enhancement talent match, you know, and then honestly lose to somebody that hasn't been had a good booking, you know. So
Barry Horowitz.
It kind of sucks, you know.
Barry Horowitz.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it right now. Natalia is being used as a enhancement talent, you know. Well, she's not being used to put anybody over. They're just like making her lose, and then you have the idiot podcasters giving her an insult. It's like, I mean, why the fuck are you guys doing that? You don't even know Natalia, you know?
Yeah. And bottom line is that, I mean, Natalia is there to put young people over. Like, she's a jobber, but at the same time, she's putting people over. So,
yeah,
you gotta acknowledge.
But the way the way it is, it's like they are not. You know, the way I'm paying attention to Natalia, they are not really booking her and giving her an importance to put young talent over. Like, saying, for example, let's say in WrestleMania you had John Cena against Theory.
Yeah.
At least John Cena and Theory worked together. John Cena was invested in him, and here, you know, this guy defeated a 16-time champion.
Yes, he did.
With the women, they should say, hey, I defeated a niece of the Hart family, something like that, to put herself over. So, I mean, it kind of sucks that Vince McMahon putting her with shitty booking, shit jokes, and fart jokes, and things like that. And I just feel for them to book Natalia like that, I just think that maybe Vince McMahon is just sticking it to the hearts, you know? That's the way I see it, you know?
It could be that, but
I mean,
I don't really think that's the case. I just feel like she's just there to help these talents, help them develop in the ring, and help her get them over, because, you know, she was a champion herself, and she had some accomplishments in her time in WWE.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And finally, that, you know, her father got a Hall of Fame trophy, but not the way we expected him to get deceased. I mean, her handed him while he was still alive and say a few speeches, you know. But it's not the way we want. Not even probably she didn't want it that way, you know.
No, of course.
She wanted to, you know, give it to him, hug him, and listen to him speak, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. God rest his soul for Jim D'Amble Neihart, you know. But
yeah. And
I mean, yeah.
I always knew he was going to go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And two-time Hall of Famer for Bret Hart, as Bret Hart himself, and as a Hart Foundation, you know. So,
yeah,
good for the Hitman, you know, and his family and everything, you know.
Yep, absolutely.
And yeah, here's another topic that's been pretty lame. What is this about these idiots out there threatening Ryback, man? And
oh my God,
you know,
really?
Here's the thing about Ryback. Okay, you know, he talks smack. Okay, fine.
But that is true. Fine, but the guy has his own experience. But these stupid marks need to understand that, like, he had a bad experience. Everyone's gonna have a bad experience with different companies or different workplaces. So these smart marks need to chill out, threatening.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't understand that probably Ryback did not go in good terms with the bookers and the boss. This is one of the reasons why he's talking shit. The guy was angry.
Yeah, I mean, he has every right to be angry. And plus, I really thought that he was going to be WWE champion during his time in WWE, because the guy had the look. He looked like a star and everything. But no, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. But like his resurrection, it's little by little, you know, doors are opening to him, because if it wouldn't been, why did Russell Khan invited him? He had a pop-up, you know, of fans meeting and greeting him, so
I mean,
it's a good start for the equation.
I wouldn't mind meeting him.
I tell people he was very cool. I mean, I don't know where you guys get this information from, like, oh, he's talking shit and this and that. You're hearing it from a bunch of idiot low-life podcasters that don't know.
He does say a lot of. He does say a lot of bad. He did. Yeah, but I'm not. At the end of the day, I don't dislike him. I don't dislike him for that. It's just
I disagree with him.
Well, I haven't really heard what else he said. I think he talked about mostly how he was booked. I don't think I heard about other things, but I mean, at the end of the day, he had a bad experience, and that's all.
Yeah,
that's all
and people need to understand that point.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that?
Yeah.
I tell people there's a reason why he's saying his things. He's not doing it for fun, you know. And hopefully, maybe Tony Khan may give him a forbidden door. Who knows? It hasn't been confirmed.
Yeah.
So we can't say anything. But the idiot that was threatening Ryback, he says, "I'm going to kill you," this and that. It's like, okay.
I wish he would tell Ryback that in his face. I wish he would have.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
And what you call Ryback is really gonna say, "Feed me more" after he's done with them.
Oh yeah. Oh, he knows that Ryback's gonna kick his ass.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So why you idiots hide behind the keyboard and start threatening people? You are the most cowardice, gutless motherfuckers I've ever seen. That's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah.
Stop threatening people on Twitter, dude. Face the people and let them know how the hell you feel about them.
Yeah.
Don't hide behind a Twitter or behind a keyboard and start saying to them, "Oh, you're stupid, I'm gonna kill you." Yeah. It's a coward thing, dude. Don't hide behind a keyboard. Tell them,
Yep, exactly.
Stupid fans. And I got disturbed with a stupid fan that said just he didn't get an autograph from John Cena because John Cena was eating. Hello. The guy was eating.
You're not supposed to bother him in public. That's what I would tell him.
Yeah. There's boundaries, morons.
Exactly. Like, anytime I see a celebrity out in Miami or in Orlando and Tampa, I don't go up to them because they're doing their own things,
They're eating. They got families. Even Slim Shady, dude. I think somebody, like in the video, they see people want a picture of him while he's out there eating with his wife and kids. It's like, fuck, dude, the guy's with his family, dude. Why are you bugging Slim Shady? Are you people this stupid? Really? Unbelievable, dude. Like,
between me and you,
yeah.
Even Brian says that. I even told Brian that, and he was like, "I don't care. I'll still bother them for an autograph." I said, "No, you can't be doing that. And don't be. If you're gonna bother them for an autograph, then don't complain why they're such dicks to you because you can't be bothering them when they're on the road and whatever, or when they're on the street or trying to do something. You can't do that."
You can't. And otherwise, if there's meet and greets, that's the time you want to hang out and talk to them. Are you too damn broke or cheap to definitely spend money? It's a job. It's a business, man. What the hell? These people are not going to fuck you, man. God damn.
Exactly.
And that goes for the women telling that these guys get so horny out of it. Unbelievable people. So, yeah, no, I do agree with you there. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to bother you while you're out there having a pizza with your family. Come on, I'll wait for you to finish and hopefully an autograph. You might say yes, you might say no, But I'm not going to wait for you in an airport or find out what hotel are you staying or what rental car you got.
That's weird if you find out.
That is creepy, man.
Yeah, it is creepy.
Come on. I mean, come on. Sasha Banks has experienced it more than anybody, and she would even talk about it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like...
the lady's married, guys.
These people are married. Either or they're in a relationship or they have somebody. They got nothing for you. That goes for any celebrity, dude.
Yeah.
It can be Gibson, Tom Cruise. Don't bug them, please, dude.
Exactly.
Go to meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. These people are just unbelievable with the social media, hiding behind Twitter, threatening them. It's like, get a life, people. That's all I gotta say. I don't agree with it.
Yep.
Who can I say?
Exactly.
But any other subject matters? Yeah. Okay, that's out of the way. But yeah, get a life, people. That's all we gotta say.
Yeah. And what you call? I wanted to get into depth about the AEW video game.
So playing us to the game. Get us started.
Very fun game. It's just that when I first got it, I don't know if you know how the PS4 works. It kept saying that I had an error problem. It kept saying that over and over and over and over and over and over. Like, that was going on. I bought the game yesterday, and I thought it was the CD. So then I went back to GameStop, which was 30 minutes away from me, and I told them to give me a new copy, and they did. And I thought it was, and I was like, it can't be the game because the CD was brand new and everything. And I thought sometimes on PS4 games the CD is brand new and it still doesn't work. And so I don't think that was ever the case. So the only way that I could make this work is that I had to not connect the game to not connect the PS4 to the Wi-Fi. Well, right now I already have it connected to Wi-Fi, but I don't have the game connected to the server, which I don't need. If I do that, then it's gonna have an error again. So yeah, trouble of playing the game or whatever. I did upload a YouTube short, and go out and check that out, and you'll see how I got this to work on my system. I'm pretty sure, and a lot of PS4 users has this issue with this. So I hope they get this problem fixed, because I want to play with some people online. And overall, this is a fun game. It's actually a really fun game. It's actually a simple game to play. And I know what people are gonna ask: MTG, what's better, WWE 2K23 or AEW Fight Forever? To be honest with you, the controls in AEW are a little more easier than WWE 2K23. But 2K23 has more matches, like cage matches, elimination chambers. AEW does not have that. The only matches they have is the Casino Battle Royal, the ladder matches, the death match, barbed wire, you know, the explosions and everything.
Yeah.
That's what they got. And WWE has way more matches than that. Like, yeah, that's all AEW has. Even they have and one thing I do like about this game, the AEW game, I like how the wrestlers bleed.
Yeah.
The wrestlers bleeding is actually awesome. It's better than the how the wrestlers bleed in WWE 2K23. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on this game. So overall, it's a great game, but they need to fix that error issue, because I had that issue. So yeah, and
I bet you that's gonna go a little viral. That people are gonna ask you questions. What are the things they need to look out for the game? So it's a kind of good review that at least you're giving them, and and anybody that's looking forward to buy the video game or deal with it. Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
Like I think, like Miguel he's trying to tell you, is just a lot of heads up on that game.
Yeah.
So a lot to look forward to.
It pissed off a lot of PS4 users. Xbox people have not had this issue, but PS4 users have. I don't know about PS5, but PS4 players, I wanted to let you know that right now, because I'm playing this off of the PS4.
Wow. Is this, you think, any comparison from the video game from the WWE 2020 comparing to this one? Or was it a lot worse than the 2020 comparing to this one? Because you know how the problems we're having with the 2020, that some things were freezing up or anything, or they were difficult with the graphic or something.
At the end of the day, gameplay is always more important than graphics. That's what I want to say. And this game has not glitched on me at all yet. And this is actually way better than the 2K20 game. And they do need to play. Huh?
Did you ever purchase it?
No, I haven't.
2020.
No.
Okay.
The once I saw those clips of the glitches and all that went viral. I was like, fuck that, not getting this game. So yeah, so I did not get my hands on the AEW. On the WWE 2K20, which I'm glad I didn't do. And I had to spend a whole year with 19, which I was fine with, because 2K19 is a great game. And so yeah, I mean, overall this game's actually good. It's actually pretty fun, the AEW game. But it's just, and another problem I have with this game, there's not a lot of wrestlers. There's not a lot of wrestlers in this game. Like, I'm gonna go through the roster with you, Jose. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Read the roster. Look at it.
You got Adam Cole, Adam Page, Andrade Idolo, Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson, Brian Cage, Christian Cage, Chuck Taylor, CM Punk, Dustin Rhodes, Darby Allin, Cody Rhodes, Eddie Kingston, Jeff Hardy, John Silver, Kenny Omega, Jungle Boy, Jon Moxley, Lance Archer. Oh wait, Lance Archer's in this game. I didn't think he was in this game. Luchasaurus, Malachi Black, MJF, Miro, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Orange Cassidy, Pac, Ray Phoenix, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Cero Miedo, Ricky Starks, Sammy Guevara, Scorpio Sky, Wardlow, Trent Beretta, Sting, and now the females, you got Abaddon, Anna Jay, Aubrey Edwards. I can't believe a referee's a playable character, but they did this in WWF No Mercy. Jade Cargill, Akira Shida.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
Akira Shida, Dr. Britt Baker, Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose, Riho, Thunder Rosa, Tai Conti, aka Tay Mello, Ruby Soho, and Yuka Sakazaki. And the DOC people are Keith Lee, FTR, Hook, Danhausen, Matt Hardy, and the Bunny. So
wow.
I don't know when I'm getting those DLC characters, which I will later on in the future. So yeah, I will get into that, and I will buy that. And yeah, man, we all been so yeah, that's my whole thoughts on the game. Overall, great game. They just need to fix the whole online issue. That's the only thing that's the only problem with this game. So, all right, well, there you have it, Jose. And I'm pretty sure you'll have fun with it, and I'm pretty sure that you'll probably get the hang of it more. This gave me a lot of WCW, NWO Revenge vibes. Like if you hear the push, if you hear the sound effect anytime when you press something, you hear that. Like it gives you that. And that's the same thing they did in WCW, NWO Revenge. And this was actually made by THQ. As you can see right here, these are the people that made the WWE games and the WWE games over the years and the WCW games. And I will say that this game is better than the
NFL and NBA, right?
What's that?
NFL and NBA, right? THQ.
No.
I thought they did the other sports besides wrestling. I mean,
back in the day when they did NBA Live, when they did Madden, all those. Well, they still do those now. But EA Sports used to do NBA.
Not
well, now 2K does NBA. EA doesn't do EA doesn't do NBA no more. 2K has that now. The only thing they do is Madden.
Oh wow!
And
that's the biggest thing, yeah.
I believe they also do FIFA Soccer. I also believe that they do that. And the 2K company, they do WWE and the NBA. And
wow,
the baseball games, MLB The Show, is the ones that I play. Hold on, where is it at?
Yeah.
The MLB games were made by San Diego Studios. That's a new gaming company.
Okay, that's close to home.
And before they were made,
45-minute drive.
Yeah, and before they were made by that company, 2K used to have MLB, but they don't do MLB games anymore. But yeah, so San Diego Studios does the baseball games, and yeah, so that's what's going on in the sports video game world.
All right, yeah. You said something about is there any meet and greets that you're attending, or do you already just attended, Miguel? Or that you're going to attend this month or next month?
I'm probably going to attend the Tampa Bay Convention Center in somewhere around late July. And I'm going to meet 3 Power Rangers. I'm going to meet Zach, Catherine, and you didn't watch Power Rangers in Space, did you?
I would probably have to say no, the answer. It depends what it is.
Yeah, you remember the Psycho Rangers, right? From Power Rangers in Space?
Yeah,
the Evil Rangers? Yeah, the red one, I'm actually going to meet him. And
he showed up at Comic Book, but I think I missed it out on that one.
Yeah, and bro,
I think I'm not what you're talking about, yeah.
The Psycho Rangers, their suits were badass, and they were so evil. That's how that made the Psycho Rangers made that series awesome. So
very interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's what's going on. That's what's going on, and I'm trying to attend that when I go to Tampa later on this month. But I'm not driving. I'm taking a train, just like how you would, because it's a 3-hour drive, and that's too much money on gas.
Well, and the parking is worse. So at least you're saving some cash, not to be paying $60-$80 in parking. Believe me, it's gonna irritate you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the well, I had some fun in like meet and greets, as you can see. JWO had the Undisputed Era, you know, Reddick Ross, very cool guy. Definitely we shared some charity matches that he had before he went to NXT. He had a charity match with the Macho Man. Well, the Macho Man was still alive. That was very cool. That's why I had like I started giving him Macho Man conversations, and he told me that him and the Undisputed Era had little Macho Man match. Well, Macho Man was still there, you know.
Wow.
So that was pretty interesting. Very very cool guy to talk to, you know.
The late great Macho Man Randy Savage. If there was one wrestler that I wish I had a chance to meet, it would be the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, he's a Macho Madness, Reddick Strong, you know, so very Undisputed Era, you know. Yep. And Mr. Kennedy at the Wrestling Guy Star was a very cool meet and greet too. Very overwhelming that a lot of people went to go see him. And I say that, Miguel, because a lot of idiot smart marks and podcasters decide to say things about him that he was not a safe talent to work with. I mean, what did you hear in any of those internet things when you were around? Did you hear anything like that about it?
No, but give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm just getting something to drink here, but
Yeah, what the hell are you drinking?
I heard that the reason why he got fired from WWE, it was a match on Raw. Remember that Denver Nuggets versus Los Angeles Lakers match?
Yeah,
the heels were
Lakers,
the Nuggets and the Lakers were baby faces.
Yeah. It was a 10, right? 5-on-5 match, right? If I'm mistaken.
Yes, and there was a spot where Mr. Kennedy did something with Randy Orton. That's what got him fired. And I think that was the only time that I ever heard that they said that he was unsafe to work with, which is somewhat not true. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mr. Kennedy did defend himself on that one, though. So that's the only time that I ever heard something about that.
Yeah, because they always come up with this excuse, oh, Miguel's unsafe to fight with, so I'm not going to step in the ring with him, or I don't know. It's kind of these kind of shits that that podcasters bring, or anybody, you know. He's an unsafe guy to work with. But he was very cool to talk to, you know. The fans kept it very cool because they kept on sharing the positive moments that, you know, that Kennedy had in WWE and TNA. They brought his Aces and Eights run, Mr. Ken Anderson, you know. It made Mr. Kennedy happy, you know, and it was very good to see it. And I tell people like that, oh, you went to go see Mr. Kennedy? And the hell? I go, here's one thing.
I would have went. I mean, I grew up watching him and loved him in TNA. I liked it when I remember when he won the U.S. title from Finlay on SmackDown. No, it wasn't on SmackDown. I can't remember where it was, but he did win the U.S. title, and I have a replica U.S. title. I would let him sign it. You know?
Yeah. Did you ever attend at WrestleMania 24, Miguel?
No.
I think you would have had a big moment on that one if you would have attended, because I was in Orlando.
Yes, it was. But the Royal Rumble is going to be in Orlando, so Royal Rumble is going to be in Orlando in 2024. I'm most likely going to go.
Oh, you're sold. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's like, you guys say these things, and it's like, here's personally people that I do not want to meet in the meet and greet. Val Venus, I don't want to meet him because he's a freaking hypocrite. That's why he's no longer on Twitter. Jackson Riker from the Forgotten Sons, another freaking hypocrite. And most of all, I personally don't want to meet Alberto Del Rio. I don't condone men slapping women and slapping wives, and I have not seen or heard nothing about him apologizing or acknowledging anything, that he's sorry, that he's getting some help. No. So I personally will not, I will refuse And if I'm WWE or AEW, I personally would not sign him in. I know he signed in for some independent areas that are not big, but in general, for big companies, that can cause concerns to, to sign that guy in or anything.
Well, Val Venus, I wouldn't mind meeting him. I mean, he's not really too much of a hypocrite because I've seen a few of his interviews. People just doesn't understand him. I mean, I haven't heard the other things he said, but some of his points that he's been saying is accurate to me. So I wouldn't mind meeting him. Jackson Riker, never cared for him, so I wouldn't want to meet him. I'm gonna agree with you about Alberto Del Rio. I don't like him. I was never a huge fan of him, and so. And
of course, you're not gonna agree with him slapping women around,
that's a no-no.
Or dictating on marriage.
That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. And Alberto Del Rio can go fuck himself. And if he and I don't care who if somebody sends this clip to him. Yeah, I said it. And Alberto Del Rio. The only place where he can where he could actually get work is AAA, because AAA does not care about your criminal history. They don't care about it. They don't care if you're a murderer. They don't care if you're a rapist. They don't care if you're any of these things. They'll still hire you. They'll still hire you. Yeah. So AAA is the only place where he's gonna find work.
Yeah, and I know those are the only companies are the closest he can get to go to work.
Yeah,
but
and
if it goes to a meet and greet or anything, you can forget about me stopping by your table. I'm not meeting you.
Yeah, and Alberto Del Rio, I heard that he not Alberto Del Rio. I'm hearing about AAA. A lot of wrestlers sue that company. They're the biggest company in Mexico, and a lot of wrestlers sue that company. Like they I think they sue them for not paying for their injuries.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and their biggest
like $1 million company, a big company. You think, Miguel? What do you know about them so much?
Well, I've been watching them for years, and I wouldn't know if they're $1 million company, but I don't think they're all that rich, because I'm pretty sure they don't pay their talent a lot of money like how WWE does, because it's Mexico. Yeah. And I'm from Mexico, so don't say that I'm racist, all right? Because I'm Mexican myself. This is coming from an actual Mexican that goes out there a lot. Well, no, that doesn't go out there a lot. That goes out there sometimes. I haven't been going out there in years because it's been very dangerous out there, and honestly, I'm scared to go out there. And they don't like Americans. Those cartels and shit. And anytime when they go to the stadium, they don't really pack. AAA, they don't really pack a stadium. Like last year's Triple Mania, I don't think they really packed. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't pack. The last time when they packed at a Triple Mania was back in 2018. Wait, never mind. I think there was a few empty seats on the top. So yeah, they don't really pack. They don't really pack that much, so...
That means Tony Khan is not doing any Forbidden Doors with them anymore, right? If I'm mistaken?
No, I don't
They already stopped the Forbidden Doors with them, right? Because, I mean, if FTR the belts and, you had Kenny Omega relinquish the belt, that means probably Tony Khan wants nothing to do with AAA at all. Or any Forbidden Door, if I'm mistaken, right? Because they already scratched out El Idolo for some match at a Forbidden Door as well, so... So I just feel like maybe Tony Khan has taken AAA out of the equation. They want shit with you. It's like, don't mess up my reputation and my company, So, what can I say? Oh yeah, I will share with you with the independent match I had at OW at the Globe Theater. I was invited by a couple of fan friends and David and the Wrestling Guy store, They're telling me, oh, you got to go to this independent thing. You got to go. Jasmine's going to be there. Jasmine's going to be there. So I bought my ticket. I purchased it. And I secretly went and surprised Jasmine, so she definitely did not expect that I was going to go there. But the point is, since I was like doing the purchase, okay, this is one thing that people need to look forward when they go to these independent matches, because the way they told me I purchased my ticket, I purchased the ticket that I spent was about $110. I was sitting at, if you saw it on my clip, I was sitting at the opera seat, so I had the festive in the house there. I got to see the matches and the view. So when I purchased the ticket, everybody was telling me that the purchase of the ticket covers a package not only to see the matches, but to see the meet and greets with them. Now, if you wanted to buy additional merchandise, okay, unfortunately, that's on you. Okay, so by the time we went to the door, when the match was about to start, on the last minute, we were informed. Last minute, we were informed that Tessa Blanchard canceled out that day.
Wow.
She was already booked throughout the whole week. Last minute, they said, okay, everybody's like, what the hell? I mean, I even took Tully Blanchard with me. Okay, so that's the first hiccup. Second hiccup, and I've been really shitting on it a lot. The second hiccup, as soon as we got in there, we got checked in. They tapped us, they zapped us, and everything, and and check on us. Safety issue. They gotta go by the procedure. They tell us in the door that the meet and greets are now charged. And everybody was like looking around each other and looking at their heads or going, what? Or doing a Steve Austin, what? Oh, you gotta pay. Wait a second. According to the article, you guys said that this covers the package of it. So they made asses out of us. People are looking at each other. But then you had some knuckleheads out there spending money. But by the end of the day, I really don't think the talents did not make a lot of money because they were out there like mixed feelings about making extra money or something. So the only thing I did was only purchase for Jasmine, and that was only it, just to go say hi. Now, they had the meet and greets, it's not like a traditional meet and greet that, you're sitting at a table, you have the merchandise and everything. The meet and greets, they had them like in a center area.
Yeah. And
I hate to say it, dude. The poor talents looked like they were like prom queen escorts or something, dude. Like which woman I wanted to pick or something. I don't know why they have them standing right there, dude. Really. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know if that's the procedure out of that company, or that's just the first time I ever seen that like that. And the guy that's in charge of that company is a former MMA guy, and I think because of him is why Tessa definitely canceled out.
Those phony pricks.
Oh, I'm the new sheriff in town. Okay, probably now I see why this is bad. And we were, and David from the Wrestling Guy Store was there, and he goes, "You're not gonna see my independent events getting booked this way." Watch when David books Summer Storm this August. He already has a roster booking right there. If you go to the Instagram for Summer Storm, you're gonna see what he has booking. My girl Jasmine's gonna be there. I told Dave, okay, man, I'm going. I'm sold for that. Since you're booking it and you know you're a good booker, I'm going there. So, you know what? Those were the hiccups that the company, that business had, dude. This is something that I feel about businesses. If you're gonna promote something, promote it. Don't go on the last minute and make your fans or the customers look bad or confused or something, because they are gonna guarantee to comment you that you did a crappy job.
Oh yeah.
You inform things to prepare fans and clients. You don't go on the last minute, oh, Miguel, now we're charging, so your package doesn't cover it. So they did not live up for what they advertised. That's what I'm pissed about. Now, don't get me wrong, the matches were good, but it ended early because of the Tessa Blanchard cancellation. And
speaking of Tessa Blanchard, I probably wouldn't do a meet and greet with her because I heard that she has anger issues.
Well, probably he couldn't handle it. Probably that's probably the reason why she canceled out. Because I don't know if you heard that at WrestleCon, Tessa Blanchard buried a hatchet with a couple of the talents, that she had beef with. One of them was the Puerto Rican La Rosa Negra. From what we heard about them, they say they bury the hatchet.
I know.
But
yeah, I've seen her wasn't she in NWA Power? I think she was in NWA.
Yeah, she's in NWA.
And I think she was in Glow. No, not Glow. Not Glow. Wow, Women's of Wrestling.
Wow, yeah.
Women's of Wrestling.
But maybe little by little, Tessa's trying to resurrect. And the only thing I can say about Tessa, you want to resurrect your life, just apologize. The same thing you did at WrestleCon, apologize. Then, good things can happen. People, maybe fans can reconsider it. And honestly, that's all she needed to do. Maybe this owner guy, whatever his name is like, I don't follow MMA a lot, but this guy looked like he felt like he really dictated it. And when I wanted to buy merch from Jasmine, she couldn't do the selling, because of it. So I think I'm not going to try to start any controversy, but I just felt like our talents were not too enthusiastic about what the hell happened. So that will be the first or the last time they're ever going to go to that event,
Yeah.
But I was telling them, I have no problem as a customer and as a fan blowing my mind and telling how shitty the service was. The customer's always right in every case. I don't care how wrong it is. So in this one, I was right. I'm not here to be asking for a refund and everything. The point is, guys, we want your business to do better. Yeah. I'm not out there to wipe you out or put you out of business. Just do better. Learn for what the hell you did.
Yeah, learn for your mistakes.
Yeah. If you're gonna advertise something, live up to the advertisement. Don't just go on the last minute and say, "Oh, we're charging," or "Miguel just canceled out today." It's like, please, you can't do bullshit like that, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, did you ever had any meet and greet situations, issues, predicaments like that somebody must have canceled out in the last minute, or you needed to pay even though whatever the package said? Anything like that you ever experienced?
No, I don't think so. I don't really buy packages. I just go get a picture with them. And if I want an autograph, like from a wrestler, I want him to sign my belts. And I don't collect those 8x10 pictures like how you do. I don't collect those. All those 8x10 pictures that I have, they were given to me. I didn't pay a dime. Amber Nova gave me one for free. Jesse Neal from TNA gave me one for free. Tracy Lynn gave me one for my birthday for free. And I think I only have 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I think I only have 3 of them. I don't know. But yeah,
any experience of them? Any experience of them telling you, say, for example, if Christian Cage was there, has anybody the hosting say that he just canceled out in the last minute? Anything like that you had when you went to a meet and greet or a WrestleCon that was supposed to be there?
Last year in Orlando, when I went to Ranger Stop, Kevin Nash was supposed to be there, and I wanted him to sign my Intercontinental Champion. And he canceled out at the last minute. Well, it was for good reason, because his son passing away.
Yeah, with that we know,
Yeah, so it was a good reason, and that's the only time that I ever had a canceled meet and greet. Well, and WrestleCon 2022, the one that I was at in Dallas, Texas.
Anybody cancel out right?
I think Kevin Nash canceled out, and Scott Hall had to cancel out because he passed away, unfortunately. That really sucked, man, because I really wanted Scott Hall to sign my Intercontinental Champion, but now it's never going to happen. So, rest in peace to Scott Hall.
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, that would have been a very good moment to see Scott Hall right there when he was still there. Yeah.
And a lot of people say
because
that,
I know some of them canceled for whatever reasons,
And a lot of them say that Scott Hall is way more nicer than Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash has never been a prick to me, but when I met him, cool guy.
I've been cool with Kevin Nash.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he was cool when I met him. And they said Scott Hall was more nicer.
Scott Hall's always been cool. But I don't recall the day about Kevin Nash being a prick when he went to the Wrestling Guy store as the NWO meet and greet with Brian and Christopher and all of us was there. I mean, they were overwhelmed with the whole crowd of people, chanting NWO and everything. And I mean, it was a long event, and there was a whole bunch of people watching the NWO. But
yeah,
none of us that we know, even probably Brian would say he probably would not recall seeing Kevin Nash acting like a prick or anything like that on there. So I mean, I don't know. It probably one of those things you say. He must have had a bad day. Well, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and
only Kevin Nash.
The only pricks that I've met was Chris Masters, Billy Gunn, and Emma.
Oh wow.
AKA Tennille Dashwood. Those are the worst experiences I ever had.
Oh wow. And it is kind of definitely shocking to hear that they would just perform like that on us or on anybody, Mm-hmm. That's a shocker, dude.
Yep.
It's like, for example, I think I kind of find out one of the reasons. This is not a little wrestling related, but this is another meet and greet. I think I must have told you this one. Why Megan Good divorced Devon. Because I remember when we had that meet and greet at the Barnes & Noble. Megan Good was... Yeah, Megan Good was the one that came out in the movie You Got Served and a whole bunch of other movies she came out with.
That name sounds familiar, Megan Good. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, she's real cool. But honestly, I think I went to that meeting, for me to go to that meet and greet, I went there for Megan. I didn't go for Devon or anything. But what disappointed me in that meet and greet was the similarity that I had at this independent wrestling when they did not live up to the advertisement. They said, the advertisement with Megan Good said,
this is
meet and greet.
I don't think I know who she is. I'm looking at a picture of her on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was on the Shazam movie.
Yeah.
That's where I saw her at. Oh, okay.
And then at the You Got Served movie, she goes by Beautiful with 2 L's. Okay?
Beautiful with 2 L's. Well, she is beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Well, that's one. What do you think? One of the reasons I went to that meet and greet, I went there for Megan. I didn't go there for Devon.
Yeah.
But the disappointment that I am referring is that they didn't live up to the advertisement. It said reading, Q&A, signing, and picture taken. And on the last minute, they started saying we couldn't take pictures. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, wow.
I think probably one of the reasons why she divorced him, because they started going rumors that they say it was the agents that canceled it, and it was never the agents, it was never Megan, it was Devon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to me, it had a lot to do with him. I just feel like I lost a lot of respect for that guy because he started being so nice and humble religiously. And honestly, I think the whole religiously thing, I think you must have used that as leverage, like a shield to make yourself money.
Yeah.
Fucking greedy fool. So what I did, I don't regret. I fucking threw the book away. I really did, dude. I don't give a damn how much he signed it, dude. But I go, I love you, Megan. No offense. Like the MJF says, I'm throwing this book out. Bam. No offense.
Yeah.
Like the way there he goes, no offense.
So yeah, man.
So now that Megan is divorced, now she's doing meet and greets. Now she wants to get the good fan base,
Awesome.
So see that how much of a difference it tells you, dude? It's like,
yeah.
It's like, let me give an example for RVD. RVD doesn't give a shit that his wife Caitlyn takes a lot of pictures with the guys. Why I tell people? Because he knows who the fuck she's married with, and he knows what the fuck he goes home to. So he can probably tell you have a wet dream and dream on, but I'm getting it in the flesh at my own home.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't worry.
Yeah. I actually met her.
It can be fake or not. It can be fake or not, Miguel.
Yeah.
But he knows what the hell he goes home to.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Of course he knows what he goes home to. And I actually met her. She's a really nice girl.
Yeah, no, she was very cool. She was over there at the event too as well. She had a match against a talent called Jordan Blue, and Jordan Blue's a very cool one too. Yeah. She was a former tag team partner with Layla Gray at the OVW event before she went to AEW.
Oh, really?
So that's what Jordan Blue is, you know. So no, Kayla's very cool. She's very talkative, very cool. She doesn't mind pictures. But you know, a lot of people even were very professional about her. And I think at that event that Caitlin was last week, somebody started saying that RBD was around. So I probably would not be surprised that he would have been like backstage or anything, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
I'm
RBD.
pretty sure he's there
it wouldn't be no surprise if RBD was around
to support his wife and.
Well, he can show himself up. He doesn't work for WWE.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically, he doesn't work for WWE.
I mean, anybody's from WWE. So he can show up, he can expose, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody's from WWE, you guys know the rules, you know. I can understand that part. But if you're not from WWE, why not?
Yeah.
Or unless he probably didn't want to get bothered with a fan base autograph or something. I think he wanted to avoid that or something. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's RVD. How many people want autograph are from Rob, you know?
And it's Rob Van Dam, the Hall of Famer. He was a great wrestler. He was very over with the audience. People loved him.
And he was the whole fucking show. You know, I tell people, the whole fucking show, Mr. Pay-Per-View, you know?
He mostly had catchphrases.
So,
he wasn't really a great promo person, but he had a lot of catchy catchphrases that really got him over.
Oh, yeah. And he knew how to work with everybody. I think he said his best match that he had in WWE was with Jeff Hardy. He said he enjoyed working with Jeff Hardy with ladder matches.
I think it was that one at SummerSlam.
He said he
remember that one at SummerSlam 2001, I believe? It was a ladder match for the hardcore title?
Yeah. Invasion. Yeah, it was for the Invasion, yeah. So it was a ladder match, for the hardcore title, and then they both stole it and everything.
But Jeff Hardy got banged the most, because he did a swanton. Rob moved out of the way, and he hit table first. Back first on the table. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what's funny?
I think when it comes...
I even asked Jeff when I met him, do you ever get scared doing these, jumping off the ladders, doing all these swanton bombs off the ladder? He was like, hell yeah, I get scared.
Well, he's right, you know. I mean, you even know that RBD's even known retiring 2 belts. He retired the European belt and he retired the hardcore belt, you know.
Yeah.
So he was very over with that, you know.
Yes, he did.
And honestly, he's the first Money in the Bank guy that cashed it in a pay-per-view match. He never cashed it in when the wrestler was, you know, hurt or banged up. He cashed it in a match. Even though the Paul Heyman helped out, but he was the first guy that cashed it in. Now, I am happy that Damian Priest won.
Oh, I am
because
too.
Now,
I am too.
I'm happy because I feel like there's a story that somebody from the Judgment Day will leave, dude. That's gonna cause controversy with Finn, Dominic, and the whole Judgment Day.
And they're gonna bring in JD McDonough.
That briefcase, it's gonna change a lot, and it's gonna make a story. I'm happy for Damian Priest. And besides, think about it. They have a baby face shortage. And Damian can do them both.
Absolutely. You know? Like, that's what I've been saying about wrestling. Like, there's not a lot of baby faces.
Damian Priest can do it.
Yeah, like, would you agree that baby face is a little harder to do than heel?
The heel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In meet and greets, when I definitely ask the wrestlers, what is the thing that turns you on when you perform in the ring or when you're out there doing promos? Heels and baby faces, and they say the heels. Even Jasmine tells you the heels have more attraction than the baby faces. You know.
Yeah, and it depends on
you get love to be booed too.
Yeah, and
if it's meant for you.
Yeah. Sometimes it depends on the baby face, which baby face it is that's really good, you know.
Yeah, because let's give you one example. For The Miz, baby faces don't go with him.
Yeah, I know. Like
heel goes with him.
Same with Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, the Iron Sheik, Ravishing Rick Rude. If those guys were ever baby faces, it would not work for them.
It would not go for them.
No, of course not.
Oh, for the Sheik? Hell no. I can't picture the Iron Sheik as a
I cannot do that either. Yeah, I cannot picture the Iron Sheik or Ravishing Rick Rude. Or who else?
As babyface. Hell no.
Who?
Rick, who else? Mr. Perfect.
I don't like him as a babyface. I don't like Ric Flair as a babyface either.
Oh no, they're good as heels.
Yeah.
But Mr. Perfect as babyface, God rest his soul, he sucked as a babyface.
Oh yeah, like I remember around 94, 93-ish when he turned babyface. I remember that one match with him and Doink the Clown on Superstars.
Yeah. I don't know. It did not go with him. It's like, for example, the Macho Man. The Macho Man, as a babyface, it really sucked. And what gave him vulnerability with the Macho Man was when Elizabeth was getting very emotional and hurt.
Yeah.
And you had to understand that Ms. Elizabeth, God rest her soul, was too much of a lady to get involved with anything at that time.
Yeah.
You know. If you observe Ms. Elizabeth, at that time, before she joined NWO and everything, at that time, she was just too much of a lady. Because remember, Ms. Elizabeth was the first lady of wrestling in the WWF.
Yes, she was. But I'm going to disagree with you on the Macho Man. Macho Man was a great babyface, no matter what he was, either a heel or a babyface. He was great. But I probably would agree with you that he's much more better as a heel. I probably would agree with you on that one. But he was not a terrible babyface. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one.
Because as a heel, you know, when he had the championships, he put the belts over.
Yes, he did.
As a champion, that's what I loved about him as a heel. He put the belts over. He gave them importance, dude. He didn't even go for open challenges, dude. You won my belt. You fucking work for it, man. Or I'll reconsider if you deserve it or not. That's the way how you love the Macho Man.
Yep.
You know, him carrying those belts, dude.
Yep.
I say the only person, the only talent that put the belt over for open challenges, and it's only going to stay for one person, is only going to stay for John Cena.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's out there copying him. Oh, let's have an open challenge for the TNT belt. Oh, open challenge for the... Don't. That has to stay with John Cena.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
And I hope... Here's one thing I do hope for the Money in the Bank. The right talents won from the women's division and the men's division.
I agree. I'm just glad that fucking Logan Paul didn't win.
Oh, I would have got pissed. I would have got pissed if he would have won. I mean, I wouldn't mind LA Knight, but, you know, they're bitching and moaning about LA Knight, him being old. Please.
Well, he is old. He's like in his late 30s.
Yeah, here's the thing about LA Knight. He's very over.
He is.
I can probably consider LA Knight like a Roddy Piper 2.0 because Roddy Piper has always been over with or without a championship. And I think LA Knight can pull that, and I feel that LA Knight can, as far as he's going to go, he'll probably be a mid-card or a tag team. Those are probably the belts that he's going to win. But a world champion, not for WWE, man.
Yeah.
So I think the far as he's gonna go will probably be a mid card or tag team with somebody. That's the far as LA Knight's gonna go.
Yeah.
You know. But getting back to how do you call it? Who's a good heel and baby faces? It just depends on the talent. And then getting back on the Money in the Bank. I hope this year they give it importance because what Damian Priest did last night on Clash of the Castle on the Money in the Bank, he teased it. So once you tease it and do some promos, cash it in at the right time.
Yeah.
When do you expect him to cash it in for you? What do you recommend for him to do it?
I wouldn't mind him cashing in on Seth Rollins, to be honest with you.
But what event do you expect him to do? I mean,
to be honest with you, I mean,
for starters, you gotta tease it. You gotta tease it for starters. You know that.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that he's gonna unsuccessfully cash it in. I don't think he's gonna.
That's what I'm afraid of, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid of too, and I don't want that to happen. And I'm hope that I'm wrong. And I have a feeling that's gonna happen for some reason.
Yeah, and then my answer is that's what I'm afraid of. I don't hope, because if it's like that, it's not making the briefcase important anymore. then why have a Money in the Bank event? You know, why have a match of Money in the Bank?
Yeah, and there's people that there's people that haven't cashed it in before. Remember that, like Damien Sandow won, he didn't cash it in. Who else didn't do it?
Corgan.
Who?
He unsuccessfully. Corgan, you know, he definitely unsuccessfully got it.
Baron Corbin, yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Lone Wolf gimmick is back, and I love it. Yeah, he didn't successfully cash it in.
And who else? Otis?
Yeah,
turning it into a lunchbox? What the hell?
Bro, I wish they let him cash it with the tag team titles, and I wish he could have won it with Tucker Knight, because I did like Heavy Machinery.
And then, how do you call it? And then you had Austin Theory cashing it in on the mid-card belt that it wasn't even valid to do.
Yeah.
You know? Here's the thing. Cashing in Money in the Bank unsuccessfully, it doesn't give the briefcase any importance anymore. I think the unsuccessful cash-in should have stayed with John Cena and John Cena only. Now I hate it that it's going to multiple people. Oh, first Cena, first Sandow, then Braun Strowman, then Corbin. Then that's telling me, okay, then the belt's not important anymore then.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
So that's how they messed it up.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I hope that I'm wrong. Talent. I really hope that I'm wrong. When yeah.
Oh, so do I do. Because, you know, when John Cena won the briefcase, he just wanted to make the history to be the first guy to cash it in unsuccessfully. That's what he wanted to do on purposely. He wanted to be that person, win the briefcase, but then cash it in unsuccessfully.
Yeah.
But that's the way it should have stayed. I didn't need Sandel to unsuccessfully do it. I didn't need Braun Strowman to do it. You know, I didn't need Corgan. It's like, then that tells me it's not important. Oh, Miguel, you're the fourth guy that you failed to cash it out.
Yeah.
Please, dude. It sucks when you see it that way, dude. Because there wasn't an interview that, you know, when Sandel unsuccessfully got the briefcase, they go, are you the second guy that failed to cash it in? Then when Renee Paquette said that, then okay, that's already telling you the briefcase is not important anymore now. Because she got on Sandel and said, you're the second guy that unsuccessfully got it, you know?
Yep. And Damien Sandow was super over, but was he good enough to win WWE Champion? No.
Yeah.
But what you call? I wonder.
So you think it's a good job?
This is what I say.
So what do you recommend? Okay.
I would recommend stop letting random people win it and actually make the smart decision on who should have it to cash it in on whoever. That's all. Yeah. That's all we're asking. Like Damien Sandow wasn't really the right person to win that Money in the Bank that year.
Yep, yeah, I do agree. I mean, I like Sandow, but he wasn't the right person to give a briefcase, you know?
Yeah.
Even though that he turned it in different, and according to Sandow, they say they were not interested in marketing that briefcase, so that's why it was never sold, you know? Sucks.
Yeah.
But the point is, what I can only hope about Damian Priest, that I hope is cashed in at the right time. And for starters, on Raw, he just needs to pull some promos, showboat a bit, and tease it, and then find the right time. Don't do it now.
Yeah.
You know. That's all I gotta say about Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Find the right time. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind Damian Priest winning the World Heavyweight title. I like Damian Priest.
Oh no, I didn't mind it at all. I didn't mind it at all because I really want this Judgment Day to be destroyed, and I think he's the only one that can tear it down.
Yeah, and he was.
I'm sorry,
and he was definitely the original member of the Judgment Day. He was there since day one.
Yeah. And honestly, as far as Finn Balor, Mr. Tranquilo,
I like this.
I just really want him out of the equation. You know.
Yeah, the
get back to something that you're gonna be good at.
Yeah, but Judgment Day could have been done right. It's just that, I mean, I really like this heel Damian Priest. I really do. I like this heel dark Damian Priest.
Oh no, I love him too.
Yeah.
To me, I think it should have stayed with the trio.
Yeah.
With Rhea.
Well, I can't say it was a mistake.
That's all it
because think about it. Dominic is getting the best heat from the crowd than most of the superstars on the roster. Think about that. So I wouldn't say it was really a bad move, but I mean, I still don't like the. I really don't like.
Over.
Yeah.
Getting booed and he can't speak over the boo.
Yep.
That's the only thing that's helping Dominic, and I feel like for Dominic, I think that's as far as he's gonna get. For him trying to talk over the boos.
Yeah. I mean.
That's the only thing that's putting him over.
Yeah. That whole Mysterio storyline really put him
with
over.
Him is this is the only irritation that Dominic has. Him getting cozy with Rhea and Mommy, and second of all, talking about prison promos.
Oh my god.
Dude, you never been to prison, dude. Shut up with the fucking prison shit, dude.
Well, he hasn't mentioned that in a while, so.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I throw shit on him with the whole prison, dude. Unless if somebody already got offended already. I think the Usos got offended with that.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what?
Because, I mean, come on. They've been locked up, okay? The Usos in real life have been locked up.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, people, I know you're watching the gameplay here and hearing us talk at the same time. Anytime you pause on the replay, you can't get out once you're there. See, look, I'm pressing circle so many times, and I can't get out. So guess what? I'm going to have to restart this whole broadcast, so stay tuned, people.